Reilly is a familiar guest on the show and a constant resource for me in my life, and it is no small coincidence that his latest work, Confronting Evil, is one of the top books in the country, and it puts him in a sweet spot of helping us understand what we are once again living through in this country. Bill, thank you for joining me on such an important night. Of course, it's a shock and it's a horror given his age and the stage he was in life and that young family he had. But what do you do with a situation like this?
Well, first of all, let me provide some hard news perspective. We are entering a new age of evil. The last age that we had was in the 1930s, with the rise of the dictatorships all over the world that led to 100 million people dead in World War II, the Holocaust, on and on. Now, I wrote this book, Confronting Evil, to signal people that it was coming. And it was a harrowing day for me today. I was born today in 1949. And I got up, and the first thing I heard was that Putin shot missiles into Poland. Ultra dangerous, all right? Putin is as evil as they come. He's on the cover of Confronting Evil, my book. He is a psychopath who is looking to slaughter human beings. That's what he wants to do. You don't shoot missiles at a NATO member unless you are trying to upend the entire world in an evil way. And then a few hours later, we have the Charlie Kirk assassination on the eve of 9/11, where we lost 3,000 people to evil. So I started the book's research and writing about a year ago, and I knew, as you say a lot in your monologue, that things are deteriorating not only in the United States. This is not an American problem. This is a worldwide problem. And my opinion that I inject into the book, backed by facts, is that too many people in the world and in this country are looking away. We are looking away. And we are allowing evil to gather power. And you can just analyze it from every point of view. To sell heroin, we're not even going to charge you in major urban centers. It's okay to slaughter African Americans on the south side of Chicago, thousands of them going on for 20 years, and we're going to look away. We're not going to demand that it stop. And then when there's an offer of increased protection, we're going to attack the federal government who's offering that. It is beyond belief. And what it's going to come to is a breaking point. I think we're at the breaking point with Putin. And I'm warning everybody that this thing with this man has got to be tamped down soon, or it's going to be World War III. All right, that's how bad this evil man is. And if you have to break him with the banks, whatever President Trump and NATO has to do it now. It's not going to get any better. And then you go to Charlotte on the bus, okay? And then you watch this poor woman, all right, slaughtered because a man was let out on the street by a judge who knew the man was dangerous and let him out anyway. The judge looked away, wouldn't confront the evil in front of her face. She had the power to restrain the man, to put the man in custody. She did not do it. And this happens thousands of times across this country. It didn't used to happen, but now it does. Too many Americans and people all over the world are so self-involved, so selfish, so weak, so afraid that they are allowing evil to grow at an exponential rate, a rate that is horrifying, horrifying. And that's why I wrote Confronting Evil. And I back every single word I've just said up with facts.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below.